Hello everyone. So today I want to get into a little bit about our summer routine for homeschool. As you may know, if you watch my other videos, we were having to complete our curriculum that we did not complete in the fall and spring. Mostly it's our core curriculum. That's why I felt it was so important that we needed to go ahead and have summer school. We did a mid-year switch that kind of put us behind, but that's okay because according to my calculations, it looks like we should be done with everything by August and still giving my kids a good 2 weeks of doing absolutely nothing but fun for the summer and a little bit of reading, just, to keep their reading skills up to par. So with that being said, I just want to go into what our summer school routine looks like. I did give my kids some time off, like a few days, but just because I wanted them to have a fresh reset and a refresh of absolutely nothing. But what I'm starting to notice is when my kids don't have any type of structure, things just kind of fall by the wayside. Like one of the days, I know I had something to do for myself that needed to be done. It was my nails, okay? And it takes me a while to do my nails. So before I know it, they were on their tablets a lot longer than what they probably should have been. They had already had some TV time earlier that day. And then my best friend called and we, kind of were talking a little bit. So like, I'll give a prime example. Yesterday was just too much, unstructured. The kids got up. They didn't even get their teeth brushed until maybe like 2 o'clock that afternoon and were in pajamas for the most part of the day. The only reason why we got up and got clothes on is because my husband had duty, which is where he basically works a 24-hour shift at work. And he wanted us to bring them some lunch. So that was the only reason why we actually put clothes on that day. So anyway, so I'm saying that to say when we are unstructured, my kids are unstructured, I thought that they needed a lot of time just to refresh their brain and to do absolutely nothing, just what they wanted to do. But I'm starting to notice that it's very much counterproductive. There's much more kind of like bickering, going back and forth with each other. A lot of they're grouchy, mid-afternoon when they shouldn't be. I mean, it got so bad that I had everybody lay down just to kind of chill for like 30-40 minutes. And I don't think I like what I saw yesterday. So I don't think I mentioned this in my last video, but my kids were on a 3-day hiatus from all screens, electronics, TV, iPads, everything. They tried to sneak their little ways. Oh, can we use our iPad for the toothbrush timer? And, little stuff like that. I was like, no. There was also, oh, can I show you this one thing I saw on my tablet? After 3 days is up, you can show me, but not now. No, thank you. So, but it was good because once they got off of their little 3-day reset, I don't want to call it restriction, and I told them they just need to kind of refresh themselves and a recalibration, as my husband calls it. They actually got up wanting to do their Legos, and this morning they just wanted to play, so it was very much needed. So anyway, I'm also part of the issue in respects to, there are a lot of times that I want to stay up late. Either I'm doing something with my nails, or I want to watch TV, or I want to have my little late night snack. But I'm becoming more disciplined myself. And that means that I need to be in bed at least by 11 o'clock and wake up around 7. Now, the other morning, Sunday night, I did wake up at 3 a.m. and I did not get back to sleep until 6. And that forced me to kind of not wake up until about 8 or 9 o'clock. And I was tired the whole entire day yesterday. Last night, Monday night, on the other hand, I went to bed. I think I actually shut everything down in the house, maybe around 10:30. And I was probably actually in bed under the covers around 11 o'clock. Woke up at 7:15 and felt like a champ. We were very much productive. My kids and I, they got up, they wanted to play a little bit. I let them watch a little bit of TV. After their TV time, they ate breakfast. And after breakfast, this is where it can become a little problematic, but that's okay because that's short-time drama for long-term result that you want as a mom. One of my kids, he kind of likes to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. And he's only 6, so it's really easy at this point to kind of redirect that versus waiting till he's 8 years old when it's really annoying. At that stage where you feel like, I'm asking you to do something, it's not going to kill you, it has to be done. So it's easier to work on him. So he wanted a day like yesterday where we just kind of sat around and did whatever we want when we wanted to. And it wasn't very good, you know, as I said before. So last night I sat down with my planner and I made a plan as to how I would like for things to go. We kind of deviated a little bit, you know, but it's okay. We got on track where we needed to be. So after we ate, that's when the teeth brushing, clean the bathroom, clean your rooms, and put on some clothes. And he tried to fight me a little bit on it. But I just stood firm. I was nice about it and just let him know, I know you're disappointed. I know what we did yesterday, but that's not what we're going to do. We need a structure. We need routine. This is how we're going to do things. We'll have plenty of time to do what you want to do, but we're going to handle this business first. And as I was stating in my other video that like I try to have things done before my husband gets home because, you know, he just wants to chill and relax and he doesn't like disturbing us when we're having school. So, I mean, literally the 2 kindergartners, they did a lesson in math and they did a lesson in reading. My oldest boy, he took a test in reading and he did a page in math and then he had to correct his math and then he had to practice some spelling words. We were done with that in like 45 minutes to an hour. Done. After that, we had lunch. They're getting a little bit of tablet time right now. After tablet time, they're gonna have a snack. I'm gonna start preparing dinner and then we're gonna go out to the playground and probably chill till about maybe 6 o'clock. I'm gonna have most of my dinner prep. I like to have dinner all the way done when I'm outside so I can just relax and chill and enjoy my children playing. If I need to push somebody in the swing, you know, because sometimes when I know, oh God, dinner, I don't want to rush my kids and I don't like having dinner late. So, but I'm making like some ranch chicken tonight and it tastes better when it's still crispy. So I'm just going to, now that I think about it, I probably could go ahead and prepare it and just put it in the oven to like on broil to make it crispy to get it hot. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wash it and season it up and get my breadcrumbs and ranch dressing ready and then I'll do the rest later. Once we come in while the kids are taking their showers and baths. But anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much, you know, how it's gonna be. And then after dinner, we're just gonna go and do our reading for our reading log. We're doing a reading program with Alpha and Omega Publishers. We're gonna go ahead and fill in our little circles for our reading that we did for the day. You know, I already told them if they have to do 2 things to get a reward for completing it, I want them to make sure they keep their Legos off the floor. And once they complete the first level of their reading program, everybody gets a Lego set within reason, of course. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much how our summer's gonna go. We're gonna wake up at a reasonable time. You know, I don't like sleeping in too much because it makes me tired for the entire day. You know, we're gonna do our lessons. It's not taking long. Jerry and Kelsey are gonna be done with their math before you know it. They're already on lesson 111. And at this rate, you know, they're doing so good. All they're gonna have to do for the rest of the summer are the supplemental worksheets that come with their math program. And that's it. Elijah, he is going to have a little bit more work to do, and that is okay because he is rocking and rolling, doing everything that he should. So, I mean, and there's still going to be time to do fun stuff. Plenty of time for that. Like today, we don't really have anything planned. But I do want to check out some planetariums, some space museums, go down to Tokyo Tower maybe. Just fun stuff. One thing though, I do take my children places, you know, visit some children's museums, but I don't really have to pack their summer with a lot of paid things to do. Now, we will do those things, okay? But we just don't do them that often. Maybe once or twice a month for our family. For two reasons. Number one, we're in Tokyo. Well, in the Tokyo area. So it is a ton of money just to leave the house. So number one, it gets very expensive for us. Number two, I don't want my children to associate the way you have fun is you have to go out and spend money. I just don't want to do that too often and get that in their minds. You guys have to also understand I have an older child, so a lot of these things and a lot of my reasoning behind stuff comes from experience with that, you know, having an older child, and a lot of situations been there, done that. And the worst thing is to have your children feel like the only way we can have fun is if we go somewhere, or, you know, or going shopping, or, you know, I love going to places. I love taking them on trips. I like Disney World. I like theme parks. I like going to the beach. I love doing those things, and there's nothing wrong with it. But for our family, and you know, where we're trying to do what we're doing, we don't do it every week. We just don't. And aside from the obvious reasons, but it also kind of is draining as well, because I thought about it. I was like, gosh, you know, yesterday was this a much needed break for me because I've been ripping and running so much? I don't know, but anyway, the key is structure. And another thing I would like to talk about, what I love to push, is consistency. Teaching your children to be consistent. For instance, yesterday, I've already told you I was dragging, okay? My kids were just kind of basically the same as well. It was a lazy day for us. And I would like to add, everybody needs a lazy day. But contrary to what my 6-year-old believes, every day cannot be a lazy day. He wants 6 lazy days a week and 1 productive day. I'm like, 1 lazy day, 6 productive days. That's how I feel. Anyway, so it was time to start the kids' lesson. I'd already told them earlier that morning that, you know, of course we have our lessons to do. And they kind of were like, you know, they didn't really trip too much. And I believe that a bigger part of them was like, we're going to talk her out of it. Look at mom, look how she's dragging. She's not going to do that lesson. So we were going to get started. And then I was like, give me some time to kind of get y'all stuff together. So they did. And of course, they were happy about that. And then in the middle of that, Daddy called wanting us to bring him some food. And he was like, can y'all come at 1700 to bring me? No, it was 1900. He needed food at 7 o'clock. So he's like, can you guys come? And I'm like, yeah, we can come at 1900 and bring you food. And we did. And then when we got back home, it was probably around 7:30. And the kids were like, oh, we're done. Can we watch our shows? And I'm like, remember, I told you guys we had to flip our evening. Instead of doing schoolwork, we need to stop and give Daddy food. And then we're going to do our work. So I guess maybe they were hoping that I forgot about that. And I'm not going to lie, part of me was like, let's just dead this for now and start tomorrow fresh. And I was like, They already had in their minds that I probably wasn't going to do the lesson. And this is not a punishing thing. It's trying to teach them consistency. Teach them that your word is your bond. You know, if you say you're going to do something, you're going to have to follow through, whether you like it or not, or at least try your absolute best. Things are going to come up and things are going to happen. But at the end of the day, you really, really need to make sure that you follow up on what you say that you're going to do, you know, and it's just simple as that. Right now, we're teaching our children consistency. And if we're inconsistent, there is no way we can show them and get annoyed by the time they're teenagers. Why aren't you following through? Why can't you be consistent? Why don't you ever do these things you're supposed to do? Well, because they hadn't seen us do it. So anyway, I am so glad that the opportunities now are presenting themselves, that I am able to do these videos. There are going to be a lot more to come. And I just hope that you stay tuned. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And until next time, bye.